Hi, I'm McCulley Quinlan, and I'm an instructor in the O&P program at Salus University.
My name is Jamin Westenhofer, and I am thrilled and honored to be able to carry out the legacy of my dad's company.
What are foot orthotics?
Foot orthotics are, simply put, an insert that you can slide into your shoe. Now, to keep it simple, there's two basic types of foot orthotics. One is what we call off-the-shelf, and off-the-shelf is an insert that you can buy in a local pharmacy like CVS or Walgreens, and you would simply trim the foot orthotic to fit in your shoe. Primarily the use for that is more of cushioning rather than support. Then we have custom-made foot orthotics, and those are what students at Salus University in the O&P program will be learning to fabricate and fit. There's several different objectives for the use of custom-made foot orthotics. It could be for pain, protection of the foot, support of the foot and the arches of the foot, also to realign the foot, but different materials and modifications will be taught to the students to enable them to satisfy all these objectives.
They can help with realigning the body from the ankles, the knees, if you're having hip pain, that can all come from the ground up. And so custom foot orthotics are really the most, well, they're custom. So that's what makes them different. I mean, a lot of people will do well with an over-the-counter type of product, but for those that it's not enough, custom orthotics are a great option. And they also tend to be longer lasting because of the materials that they're built out of. A lot of over-the-counter type of foot arch supports, they're made to flex a lot more, where our custom foot orthotics are made, of course, according to the prescription provided, but they're more corrective in the sense that they're going to actually realign the bones of the foot and support the body in a different way.
How can foot orthotics support a person's wellness?
The use of foot orthotics can absolutely change a person's life from the start of their day to the finish of their day. Some of the patients that I've worked with personally have had pain from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep, and a lot of what they do and what they feel limited by is based on how they're feeling, and can be reduced without the use of foot orthotics, and I've seen them absolutely change their whole day, just being able to do more and explore new things in their life, or get back to things that they were doing before they had pain, or they had muscular imbalances that were caused by the misalignment of their foot. So foot orthotics really can change a person's life.
I grew up having knee pain. I was a tennis player. And it's really funny because, of course, my dad had this company, and he's like, well, I think you need orthotics. And I'm a teenager and I know everything. And no, that's not what I need. And we actually went to a podiatrist, and we're sitting in the office, and he's evaluating me. And he said, well, do you have foot orthotics? I think they might help you. And my dad, of course, like, yes, I've been telling her this. So even at a young age, I think, those different types of ailments that kids have with playing sports, or even just normal conditions, can benefit from, I would say, arch supports or foot supports of some kind. Not everybody is going to need a custom, but a lot of people do. We've made over 1 million pairs in the past 40 years. So, and we have a lot of people that want several pairs. Once you have them, you love them.
How will Salus O&P students work with manufacturers like Solo Labs?
The manufacturers are working with us to help support the students with both a actual real-time experience and exposure. They've invited us to actually see their manufacturing locations and see the process in real time, which is pretty neat because some of the manufacturers, such as Solo, have actual digital technologies such as 3D printing, and the students will actually be able to see that and how that workflow is processed.
I am really excited for Julie to be able to have this opportunity to bring the students actually into Solo Labs to see our manufacturing. People are blown away. It's kind of like the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. You're not really sure what goes on back there, but because they all look the same. You can line up an over-the-counter device and you can line up the most custom device, and they really look a lot alike. And so I'm excited for them to see what our facility looks like and the amount of customization that goes into each pair. That's just something that you can't quite convey, and it's hard to convey to the end user as well, because they look at them and they're like, oh, well, what's special about these? But there's a lot that goes into it. It's not a stamped out type of device that's just a cookie cutter. They're all hand done and custom, and that makes a big difference.